All right, it's time to learn our first backup rhythm. This is a rhythm that we can apply to the chords of the tune so that we can play along when other people are playing the tune. Let's start by soaping on our forearm. Take your bow arm and put your hand on your left arm so we can open and close. This is really good practice. So we're going to go little, big, and. This is the pattern that we're going to use. Little, big, and little, big, and. Let's try it. The little is just over your elbow, and the big should go all the way down to your wrist. Let's try it. Ready, here we go. Little, big, and little, big, and little, big, and little, big, and. Let's go ahead and grab our bows, and we'll try it in the air with our bows. Just your bow, you don't need your instrument yet. Go ahead and make your great bow hold and point your bow in the air. If you do it this way, it'll be too heavy for your thumb without your string to pick up the weight of your bow. So point it in the air. We're going to go little, big, and little, big, and. Ready, set, here we go. Little, big, and little, big, and. Try to make a big difference between the little and the big. Little, big, and little, big, and. All right, great. Let's try it with our instruments. We're going to start in the D string, so go ahead and grab your fiddles. Okay, now we're going to try it on the D string. We're going to go little, big, and little, big, and. 1, 2, ready, go. Now we're going to talk about something called ghosting and accenting. So what we've done in our little big and, that big is the accent. What we do to create that accent not only is use more bow, cover more ground on your bow, but we're also going to dig in a little bit with our pointer fingers. This is going to create an accent. So dig in with your bow. Make sure the stick of the bow goes down just a little bit. Don't make it touch the hairs, but you can see it dipping down, so it's going to apply pressure to the string and go down bow. Just one. 1, 2, accent, go. Great, go back to the middle of the bow and give it another try. 1, 2, accent, go. Great. Now we're going to do the opposite of that, called ghosting. This is when you apply no pressure whatsoever to your bow. You just let the weight of the bow rest on the string. Even your bow hand can kind of relax, not applying anything. You're just going to hold it. And we're going to try to be as quiet as possible. We're going to go down, up, down, up, down, up, like that, trying to make as little noise as possible. Even better if you can get on just the last couple hairs of your bow when you tilt your bow over violins and violas if your stick is pointing away from you, and cellos and basses if your stick is pointing towards you. Try to get just the last couple of hairs and nothing else, just the weight of the bow on the string. We're going to go down, up, and try not to make hardly any noise. 1, and ready, go. That's called ghosting, and you can probably guess why. It sounds like a ghost. Let's put it together. We're going to do 2 little ghosts, a big accent, and then a big ghost to get back to where we started. Just watch. It looks like this. Let's just try 1. Ghost, ghost, accent, ghost. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, cool. Now we do the pattern by doing this over and over again. So we're going to go little, big, and little, big, and. Let's try it. 1, 2, here we go. All right. The reason we ghost an accent is because we really just want to hear the accents and only a little bit of the note while other people are playing the tune. It's pretty obnoxious if someone else is playing A, D, F sharp, D, and you're going D, 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 ah, really loud. Nobody wants to hear that. So let's try it again. We're going to do a bunch of little big ands, ghost and accent, and ghost, ghost, accent, ghost. On D string. 1, 2, ready, go. Alright, now comes the fun part. We're going to apply this little big and pattern to the chords for Moneymusk. Little big and lasts for 4 eighth notes, or 1 half note when you count it all together. So that means that in both cut time and 4/4, we're going to be able to do 2 patterns per bar. So you're going to go little big and, and that's 1 measure. Okay, take a look at the chords for Moneymusk. We're on page 17. If you go little big and on your D, that takes care of bar 1. When you look at bar 2, there's a G halfway through. So we're going to do 1 time little big and of D because we play a D until told otherwise. And then we're going to play 1 little big and on G. Just watch, I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, let's try it together. Go ahead and get your bows ready, get your instruments ready. 1 and 2 and little go. Alright, that's the first half. Let's do it again. 1, 2, here we go. And little. The second half of the A part for Moneymusk starts with a full bar of D, so 2 little big and patterns in bar 3, and then in bar 4, 1 little big and pattern on G, and then 1 little big and pattern on A. Right now we're just using our open strings, so let's give this a try. Bar 3, little big and on D, then G, little big and then A, little big and. Bar 3, 1, 2, and little go. G, A. Let's give this another try. 1, 2, ready, go. All right, let's put the whole A part together. 1, 2, beginning, go. Let's take a look at the B part. You may have noticed in the tune that it just says D at the beginning of the B part, and it doesn't change until the very last bar where it goes G and then A halfway through. You know what that means. We're just going to play D the whole time until we get to that last bar. This amounts to 6 patterns of your little big and on D. Let's see if we can do 6 little big ands and stop at the right time. D string, little big and, ready, go. Did you stop at the right time? Let's give it one more go. 1, 2, here we go. Finally, in bar 8, we're going to go G, A. Let's try just bar 8. G little big and, A little big and. 1, 2, ready, go. Let's try it again. 1, 2, ready, go. Let's try the whole B part now. 6 times of D, then G and A. 1 and 2, and here we go. Now in general, we don't actually like to play chords on the A string because it's too high up and will get in the way of the tune. We're going to find another way to play our A, and we're going to use that instead. This is the same exercise on page 17, but instead of doing your open A string, we're going to do first finger on the G string. Basses, this may seem backwards to you. Just go ahead and do your A on the G string along with us, even though your A string is lower than your D string. Everybody, let's go ahead and find your A on your G string. First finger, let's give it a try. We're going to go little big and just once. 1, 2, A, go. We're going to refer to this as our low A, even though basses, I know it's not. Let's do it again. Ready, here we go. All right. Let's try our A parts and our B parts using that A instead of our open A whenever it says to play A. So in the A part, we're going to play D, 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 G, D, D, G, and then first finger A. Let's try that A part. Here we go. Little big and 1, 2, ready, go. All right, let's try it once more. 1, 2, here we go. We'll do the same thing in the B part. 6 times of open D, once of open G, and once of your low first finger A. Let's try the B part. 1, 2, little go. Let's do it once more. 1, 2, B part, go. Now's a great time to split up and have some people play the tune and some people play the backup chords. Have fun!